All right, everyone, it is time to finally decide what NHL jerseys are better, Winter Classic or Stadium Series. There have been some amazing jerseys over the years from both series, and I think it's time to put that to the test. What I've done today is I've created a bracket. There's this website called Bracket Fights, which allows you to plug in photos and create a bracket. So what I've done is I've taken 16 Winter Classic jerseys, 16 of kind of my favorites, some random ones thrown in, and then 16 Stadium Series jerseys. Again, some of my favorites, some random ones. They're randomly head to head. So it's randomly Winter Classic versus Stadium Series. I'm going to do the bracket all the way until the end and see who wins. And whatever jersey wins is probably going to be whatever wins, like Winter Classic or Stadium Series. As this bracket goes, you will see some Winter Classic probably match up against each other and some Stadium Series match up against each other because each matchup to start is a Winter Classic versus Stadium Series. So it'll kind of alter depending on which ones I pick. Again, it's completely randomized here, so I have no idea what matchups are to come. If you guys end up enjoying this video and you guys want to see more matchup-based kind of bracket videos like this with some jerseys, let me know down in the comments. And as always, it would mean a lot to me if you guys subscribed and liked the video if you enjoyed. Let's get into it. Let's start with our first matchup, and that is the Seattle Kraken versus LA Kings. We got Stadium Series, we got Winter Classic. This is a good one. One of these is obviously a favorite. That Seattle Kraken jersey is probably one of my favorite Winter Classic jerseys, or really jerseys to ever be released. So I could see that one going far in this bracket. The LA Kings one, although it's fun and is exactly what you'd expect from a Stadium Series, it just does not compete with that Seattle Kraken. So we're going to put through that Seattle Kraken jersey. Next up, we got the Washington Capitals versus Colorado Avalanche. This is actually kind of a tough one because it might be a shock to me because I don't really like either of these. I think the Colorado Avalanche is super unique and funky, but I don't think it's something I like. And then that Washington Capitals one is just such a unique, interesting jersey. It's like a throwback, but still kind of like a new design in a way, I think. I mean, I'm going to put through the Washington Capitals on this one, but I mean, it's like super close. Next matchup, the San Jose Sharks Stadium Series versus the Boston Bruins Winter Classic. I should also say there are some Heritage Classics thrown in with the Winter Classics because I see them as essentially the same thing. This one might be a surprise, but I'm going to put through the San Jose Sharks. I think that 3-tier kind of Neapolitan design on this is actually really cool. And that Boston Bruins jersey, I never was a fan of it. I always thought the Bumblebee look just isn't it. It needs some off-white stripes. Toronto Maple Leafs versus the New Jersey Devils. This is a tough one. I really like that New Jersey Devils jersey. The Toronto one's fun. It's interesting. There's a lot of stripes going on. It's definitely not one of their best Winter Classic jerseys. And for that, I am going to put through the New Jersey Devils, and I might get some hate for that one. All right, we got the Philadelphia Flyers Stadium Series, which in my opinion is extremely underrated. And then we got the Minnesota Wild Winter Classic, which again is probably one of the better Winter Classic jerseys to come out just in the history of Winter Classic jerseys. So for that, you got to put through Minnesota here. But that Philly one matched up against, I'd say, almost any other Winter Classic one puts them for a good run of their money because that Philly jersey is so nice. Speaking of Philly, we got Battle of Black jerseys here. We got the Chicago Blackhawks versus the Philadelphia Flyers. I like the Philadelphia Flyers one, but that Chicago one is just timeless. It's iconic. I mean, people love that jersey, myself included, so we'll put through that one. Okay, we got the Vegas Golden Knights and the New York Rangers Stadium Series. That Vegas one I've never been a big fan on, although I will admit it has grown on me over the years, or over I guess the year that it's been out. That New York Rangers one though is probably one of my favorite Stadium Series jerseys. I think it's sick. I would love to have it, and unfortunately I couldn't get it, so we're putting through New York. Okay, the Anaheim Ducks Stadium Series versus the Dallas Stars Winter Classic. I mean, I got to go Dallas Stars Winter Classic. It's probably one of my favorite Winter Classic jerseys, one of my favorite Dallas Stars jerseys. Okay, we stay on this side of the bracket. We got the Seattle Kraken versus the Washington Capitals, a battle of Winter Classics, and this one's a no-brainer for me. That Seattle Kraken's for sure going through. Then we got the Battle of Stadium Series. That's kind of funny how that worked out. And I'm going to put through New Jersey here, although this matchup is pretty weak. I'm not going to lie. It's two jerseys that I like, but not two jerseys I love, especially for a second-round matchup. This should be like almost a finals or a semifinals matchup here. We got the Minnesota Wild and Chicago Blackhawks Winter Classic jerseys. Battle of Winter Classic here. I almost don't know where to go. I really like the Chicago Blackhawks one, but that Minnesota jersey is just beautiful. I'm going to put through Minnesota here. It is so unbelievably close. And then we have, oh my gosh, another one. We got the New York Rangers and Dallas Stars. Oh, okay. A part of me really wants to put through that New York Rangers jersey because I really like that jersey. I think it is such a cool jersey. The Dallas Stars one, though, is so nice too. But I think the Dallas Stars one looks even nicer in uniform than it does just standalone. And I think the Rangers one looks better standalone. So I'm going to pick that. All right. I mean, this is just a no-brainer. We're going to Seattle. I think that one's riding all the way to the finals. Ooh. This is actually, it's honestly could be a coin flip. This is unbelievably challenging. I'm gonna go Minnesota through on that, and then I'm gonna go Seattle Kraken onto the finals. Next up, we got the Chicago Blackhawks Stadium Series up against the New York Rangers Winter Classic. This one is just not even close in my opinion. That Rangers jersey is top tier in my opinion. We got the Detroit Red Wings new Stadium Series versus that Montreal Canadiens Winter Classic. I am personally one of the people that are a fan of this new Detroit jersey, so I'm picking that one. We got the Washington Caps versus Detroit. I mean, I like that Caps jersey. Super fun, super unique. But we're going Detroit here on this one. I think that's such a sick look. Ooh, this is actually a tough one. You guys know me, okay? I have that Chicago Blackhawks jersey. I absolutely love it. One of my favorite jerseys. That Detroit one is so cool for a stadium series. I mean, I got to go Chicago on this one. I have to. St. Louis versus the Caps jersey. I got to go the Blues. I mean, they brought that jersey back as an alternate. Clearly, it's a very nice jersey. St. Louis versus Toronto. Now, here is the better Toronto Winter Classic jersey. I think this thing is incredible. Well, it's a stadium series, but still, just a better Toronto jersey. We're going to throw that through. Ooh. Okay, I have both these jerseys. That Pittsburgh one is beautiful. I really like it. But those of you guys who know, I think that Tampa Bay jersey is one of my favorite, if not the best Stadium Series jersey to ever be released. I love it. Okay, the St. Louis Blues versus Carolina Hurricanes. I don't really want to put St. Louis through again on pretty much the same one, just away version. But I'm going to do that. I do think it's better than that Carolina Hurricanes Stadium Series jersey. So now we're on to round two. I mean, both Tex jerseys. The Detroit one's really nice, but I mean, come on, you got to go New York. I mean, this one's a lot more challenging than you think. At first, I was thinking this is an obvious Chicago one, but this one's a lot closer than you may think because that Detroit jersey is so nice. Ooh. This one's actually quite tough. I really like that Detroit jersey. This is like a sneaky, low-key second round here because this could honestly go either way. Like, I'm going to go Chicago. I'm not super stoked about it because I think I'm going to be disappointed either way, but I'm going to go Chicago on this one. And then, this is another good one. I'm going to go Toronto on this, I think. I really like that Toronto jersey. And then this is an easy Tampa Bay Lightning pick. All right, damn. So Chicago Blackhawks, New York Rangers. That New York Rangers, just having that New York patch, I love. I think it is so cool, and we need to see more of that in the NHL. So that really makes me want to pick that jersey. But that Chicago one is so nice. I'm going to pick New York. I'm going to pick the Rangers. I might regret that. A couple Stadium Series matchups. I'm going to pick Tampa Bay. And then here, I'm going to pick Tampa Bay to go on to the finals over the Rangers. And then we have the finals matchup. And I'm going to pick the Seattle Kraken to beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. So there you guys have it. That is my bracket challenge. I think overall, it's safe to say I prefer Winter Classic jerseys over Stadium Series jerseys. Although I do give Stadium Series jerseys, for the most part, a big plus because they really go for it. They really try stuff new. And I think that's why there's so many flops and they're not as consistent. Like, I think Winter Classic jerseys being so historic and classic and nice, they're just more like the bar for it is just set. It's just so, they're just so good. They're so consistent. Stadium Series can flip-flop depending because they're so crazy. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about my bracket. How'd I do? Let me know down in the comments. Again, if you guys would like to see more videos like this, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.